We always think transformation looks loud. That it's made of breakthroughs, applause, milestones, trophies. But maybe you've been chasing the wrong kind of moment. Because the ones that really shape you, they aren't flashy. They're quiet. They look like you, sitting in your room at 2 a.m., thinking. Walking alone with no music, just questions. Starting again, when no one claps. This is a speech for the version of you who's not broken, just becoming. You don't have to be on fire every day. You don't need to have a 5-year plan. Some days, surviving with grace is more heroic than climbing mountains. Because not everything valuable can be measured. Not every good day ends in achievement. And not every step forward has a crowd. Sometimes your biggest growth happens when you just keep going. When you hold yourself upright through the fog. When no one understands you, yet you still choose to understand yourself. Maybe you feel behind. Everyone's building empires while you're just getting by. But let me remind you, the world needs your depth, not your speed. You're not here to outpace everyone. You're here to outgrow your past self, bit by bit. So what if your progress is quiet? So what if your wins don't fit into highlight reels? Healing is progress. Saying no is progress. Waking up after failing and still deciding to try. That's progress. Let the others chase noise. You build stillness. Build resilience. Build self-respect in the dark. Because there's something sacred in choosing to believe. In a life that hasn't shown itself yet. And I know. You've had days where everything felt pointless. Where you sat there asking, what's the point? The point is, you stayed. You stayed when leaving was easier. You stayed with yourself. You stayed through doubt. Through shame. Through emptiness. You didn't numb yourself into someone else. You didn't run from your reflection. You looked it in the eye. And that is not nothing. This world is obsessed with beginnings and endings. But you're learning to honor the middle. The boring days. The unsure chapters. The slow healing. The steady learning. And someday, when things finally click, and people start noticing your light, they'll say, you changed so fast. But only you will know. You didn't. You changed slowly. Painfully. Deliberately. With no roadmap. Just faith. So when it feels like nothing is working, remember, something is. You're becoming someone who can carry more. Someone who thinks deeper. Someone who breaks, but rebuilds with care. And when that version of you arrives, you'll realize it was never about being perfect. It was about being real. So no, this speech isn't here to fire you up. It's here to hold space for your quiet becoming. To remind you, you're not behind. You're not lost. You're just building something worth living in. One quiet moment at a time.